Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show with your host, Shikama. I just wanted to make a quick video. This video isn't just for black people, not just for white people. I want to bring back a little bit of information because I think a lot of men are misinformed. The problem is, a lot of men are dealing with women who are in the metropolis areas. There is the entire, what we call, flyover area in the United States. This area is seemingly untouched by the entire liberal concepts of women, quote-unquote, equality. And the truth of the matter is there's no such thing in the flyover area. They are still traditionalists. Why do I care about traditionalists? Because those are the women who are not going to divorce, take half, battle you over your children. This entire area of the country is seemingly untouched by this whole Hollywood mania that is trying to destroy the family. When you look at stats, you see that there is a 50% that is completely untouched. You can't see it in the stats, but you see that the fluctuations of the divorce rates and marriage rates, single rates, they fluctuate, but they always come and never touch that 50%. That 50% is the flyover area of the country. Those are not only the rural areas, but they're more of the traditional areas of where traditional Americans live. A lot of the Midwestern towns, the Bible Belt, that's all a part of the untouched parts of the United States. So when you hear a bunch of liberal mess, I want you to think of the perimeter of the United States. Dallas, Miami, DC, New York, Seattle, San Francisco, San Diego, Los Angeles. That's the craziness. That's the crazy area. The Bible Belt, the Middle America, the flyover area of the United States is untouched by all of that mess. And Hollywood tries to pound into you that that's a reality that covers the entire United States, that's visibly seen in the perimeter, and that it applies to the flyover country as well. But that's just not the case. And here's a little tidbit for black women who are thinking that their men are going the wrong way by marrying outside of the race. The truth of the matter is, I keep repeating these stats. 93% of black men marry black women. 97% of black women marry black men. When you see an interracial couple, you're looking at a unicorn. So rare, it's very rarely seen. What does that mean? That they're trying to promote this idea that black people and white people are mixing together. And they know that it creates animosity within the groups. This is a natural human response. It's not a black response. It's a natural human response. Specifically, Filipinos don't want their children marrying Japanese. Don't want it. It's a human response. But I want you to understand that the stuff that you see in the news, the stuff that you see on commercials, the stuff that you see in Hollywood, and all about divorce, 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 is intentionally promoted, marketed, so that you have it in your head. Especially for those women who live in the cities. They're so heavily marketed to get a divorce, to take child custody, so that when they do get married, it is a doomed situation. I want to promote to you that the women who are located in the flyover country aren't promoted. They don't see that every day. They just don't see it. And that's the reality of the situation, is that if you see something, you get used to it. And those women in the flyover country don't see it every day. That's not their norm. I want everybody to understand that marriage is not doomed. Black people, marriage definitely is not doomed, because most of black people actually live outside of that perimeter area. I created my channel to bring you news and the viewpoint of a middle class, upper class viewpoint. We, black middle class, black upper class, are simply not the norm. You know, I got in contact with an old friend, and he says, "You don't fit the narrative," which kind of shocked me. I was like, "You use that terminology?" He says, "Yes." I said, "Wow, I didn't realize that people understood and used that terminology." I don't fit the narrative of the left, of the news, of Hollywood. Being quote unquote conservative, I'm libertarian. That's about as close to quote unquote conservative as I come. Doesn't fit the narrative of poor Negro, uneducated Negro, need help Negro, looking for a handout Negro. I don't look for a handout. I'm not a Bernie Sanders fan. I don't want a handout. I don't want a handout for my people. You know what really wakes me up in the morning? How can I do something today that's going to further my success on my own, through my own power? And that's a man thing. It's not a human thing, it's a man thing. Men want to accomplish stuff. Men see life as a role-playing game. They want to level up in all aspects of life. We don't look for handouts. And the truth of the matter is, finding a loving wife is something that we really want. And I'm here to tell you, that is not dead. Not every woman is looking for a divorce. And the way to really tell is if you find a woman that understands that when you get married to her and the children that she's producing is integral to the family continuing throughout the ages. Marriage is something bigger than the parts. When you find a woman that wants to build a family, and believe it or not, women aren't by nature looking to that. Yes, they're looking to be taken care of, they're looking to be kept, and that's the truth, that still hasn't changed. You have to convince them that they're an integral part to building a family that will last throughout the ages. That's why I say don't marry for love. Love fades. Love is a fad. Love is just an infatuation. Truly being a part of a great family, her family being great, your family being great, the two families being great together, that creates a lasting loving. I saw a gathering of a husband and wife, and they got into some money because he had built this and that and the other, and they invited everybody. And the love poured out from the two families based upon this couple. That's really what marriage was always about. And when they produce a child and she was pregnant, there you go. That solidifies in the flesh, in the blood, the unity of those two families. Don't let these feminists tell you differently. Love is not dead. You simply have to find the right woman. I believe the right women are in the flyover areas in the country. We have to go back to the country to find real women. We don't have to fly to Japan. We don't have to fly to the Philippines. We don't have to fly to Thailand. We don't have to fly to Hong Kong. We don't have to fly to Taiwan. We don't have to fly to Kenya, Ghana, Guinea, Morocco, Nigeria. We don't have to go to those places. Brazil. We don't have to go to those places to find a woman who will marry us and we live happily ever after. Please note that that does happen more often than not. The rate of divorce and all that other malarkey that goes along with the quote-unquote liberated woman is very low when you fly overseas and get you a foreign wife. But the truth of the matter, we don't have to go to those areas. We can simply go to the central of the United States and find a traditional woman. Thank you for watching the Shikama Life Show.